Is NewsWatch 12 at 5.
Today, a Baker County judge effectively suspended Governor Brown's coronavirus-related executive orders while presiding over a lawsuit brought by Oregon churches and individuals. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Brian Morton. NewsWatch 12's Alicia Rubin has been following this lawsuit from the beginning. She was at today's ruling via live stream, and she joins us now live with the governor's response.
Governor Brown issued a statement about an hour after that ruling from Baker County Circuit Court. And in that statement, she said that she would be filing an appeal to the Oregon Supreme Court in just a matter of hours. That statement came this afternoon, and we are awaiting and watching the Oregon Supreme Court to see any movement on that appeal. But Governor Brown's goal in filing that is to put emergency orders back in effect until the Supreme Court makes their final ruling. Governor Brown stated that the science behind these executive orders hasn't changed one bit. She said that reopening the state too quickly and without ongoing physical distancing will jeopardize public health and cost lives. Today, when I spoke with Ray Hackey, the lead attorney who is representing the churches and individuals in this lawsuit, he said that it's not a lack of concern about people's health that drove them to sue the governor.
You know, they don't want to endanger anybody. Okay, they don't want their churches, especially. You know, a lot of them have like people with health problems or elderly populations. Certainly, they don't want to endanger them. They don't want to endanger people in the community. And you know, I think these churches, they want to follow CDC and OHA guidelines, and they can. Okay, but basically, they want to be able to, you know, do it on their own terms.
3 Southern Oregon churches are involved in this lawsuit: New Horizon Christian Fellowship in Klamath Falls, Red Rock Cowboy Church in White City, and Eagle Valley Cowboy Church in Shady Cove. Today, I spoke with the pastors. All 3 say that they were pleased with that decision. Eagle Valley's pastor saying that he's glad to return to worship and is now just waiting to see what the Oregon Supreme Court decides. Coming up tonight on NewsWatch 12 at 6 o'clock, be sure to stay with us. I'm digging into that judge's decision and the reasoning behind it. Reporting live from home, Alicia Rubin, NewsWatch 12.
In addition to those 3 churches, there are 8 individuals from Southern Oregon who are part of the lawsuit as well. And NewsWatch 12 has been reaching out to them today. You heard one of those on NewsWatch 12 at 4 earlier today. Arden Sled is one of them as well. She joins us now live. Thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you for asking me.
So tell us a little bit about why you got involved in the lawsuit.
Well, I live in Grants Pass, and my husband and I have founded a faith-based local theater company, and we are constantly in the creative process of producing new original theater works, and we have been basically shut down by the governor's orders. We are unable to meet with our core cast members to read through scripts and get ready for a live stage production, and there's nothing that replaces in-person live stage productions. So we, along with at least four of us theater companies in Grants Pass, have been unable to provide entertainment to our local community. I also am here as a plaintiff, as an individual who has been unable to worship on Sundays in person with those in my life who are very essential. And so that's why I'm here.
Are you then advocating for the ability to perform your art in a setting where there might be multiple people inside a building? And would you then abide by, if you are, would you then abide by guidelines and keeping social distancing and that sort of thing?
We would probably try to be smart, to be adults, to make wise decisions. But this lawsuit is due to an overreach of the powers of the governor, regardless of what motive she may try to make it sound like, as if it's justified. We are a nation governed by law, not by people. And she is a public servant. She is to be submissive to the higher law, and we obey the higher law. The Oregon Constitution makes it quite clear that she has been violating that, and that's our concern.
Are you also concerned that if this ruling does stand, that more people's health might be at risk, and even those who aren't necessarily at one of your performances but might come in contact with someone who might not even be aware that they had been in one of your performances?
You know, 8 weeks ago, I might have said, yes, that's a concern. Lots have has happened since the beginning of this, the news broke out about the coronavirus around the world. I really feel that that is not a danger, especially here in Southern Oregon. We've had exactly 1 death in the last 3 months in the entire Southern Oregon area. That's really not a concern. My concern now is more about such things as herd immunity and being sure that we are prepared to just carry on with life. We spend our time afraid, living at home. That's not really living.
Arden Sled, we appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Coming up on NewsWatch 12 at 6, we're speaking with a legal expert on the laws that went into the judge's decision earlier today.